So if you've been with me the past 2 days, you've been seeing me go through some of my deepest depressions, days of depression right before my birthday. And now today is actually the day or anniversary that I was born. I wasn't born today. I really don't even understand why we celebrate birthdays when you really think about it. It's not really the day you were born, just a memory. But besides that, hey, Jason here. And if you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go around Johannesburg. But most importantly, you've been hearing me talk about success, what it is, and how to get it in the 3 areas of life that I focus on, which is happiness, health, and wealth. And if you're new to the channel, the definition of success by Earl Nightingale is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And let's just go ahead and dig into the day, man. Today is actually July 29th as I'm filming this. It is the anniversary of my birthday, or what we call birthdays in this world. And it's been very insightful these last 2 days. It's been challenging too. One of the things that I really believe in is like, if you want to really start changing your life, change your situations, get uncomfortable. And I'm going to be honest with you, talking about these things are very uncomfortable. Speaking about my brother Jerome, who passed away, my grandmother, my cousin Victor, and even the story that I'm going to share with you today, like, it's uncomfortable. I'm going to be real with you. Like, when you're starting to open up some of the things that was deep down dark inside in your darkest places, like, it takes strength to do that, man. Like, people be looking at me like, oh, you're a big guy, you're strong. Like, emotional strength and spiritual strength, it's a whole nother level. And it took years. Please hear me on that. It took years to get to this place where I am today. And I'm grateful for it, man. I'm so grateful for it. Like, even though normally I don't like my birthdays, I never usually celebrate them. And I'm explaining why. Today I just woke up light. Like, I felt lighter. I felt like a burden off of my chest, literally off my shoulders. Like, my shoulders aren't hurting as much today. And I know it's because I've been doing these virtual journaling and walking you through and talking to you and telling you some of these stories and releasing some of that pent up energy that's been inside of me of guilt, grief. When you feel like you could go back and do things again if you just had one more time to talk to someone. And a lot of that stuff is holding us back, man. I'm going to be real with you. So many people talk about, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. We got to let things go. We have to let things go, because a lot of us, we end up hitting 30s and our 40s, and we're still holding on to negative energy from our 20s or even earlier. And I didn't realize how important this was until I started letting go things from the military, letting go things about being in war, stuff like that. However, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought I let go a lot of stuff when it came around my birthday, but after Cece passed away, which is crazy, yo, it's going on almost 2 years now. It'll be the anniversary of her second birthday next month. And it's crazy, like, we've spent the last 15 years together every time for our birthdays. Like, it's just, you think you're over something until something new hits you and you're like, oh, there's still some stuff there. And it's the beautiful part about shadow working. If you're not familiar with shadow work, it's just letting go of a lot of built up energy that's just sitting dormant inside of you. And usually that dormant energy comes out or manifests itself at certain key points in your life around certain days. For me, I know it's around my birthday. And so, like, I knew that this year I needed to let go of some of this energy, man. Like, I'm tired of not being able to celebrate myself. Like, I'm really tired of that. I'm ready to live my life to the fullest. I'm ready to laugh, have fun, smile everywhere I go. And I know I had to let some of this stuff go. So you may be like, Jason, like, you seem like a happy person, but why you don't like your birthday so much? So, like, this goes back to childhood, to be honest with you. I can't speak for people in the continent of Africa. So, like, if you're in South Africa, Botswana, or some of the other countries watching me, I don't know what it's like here to grow up as a child. So I'm telling you my experience as a Black American who grew up in Texas, which is the southern part of the United States. And it's the deep South, I'll be honest with you. And so growing up without a father, like, that really affected me a lot as a child each and every year, because it's like everything that's marketed to you on TV and the books and all of this is like, there's a mom and a dad. And it's like, where's my father? Why is my dad never here? Why I don't have his father to, if you watch the old shows like uh, the Andy Griffin show, stuff like that, the little boy Opie had his dad to teach him life lessons. And I had resentment, man. 'Cause I'm like, why don't I get that? And then on top of that, you're growing up and you're seeing images of black men. What are you going to become as these super predators, criminals? Everybody's just a horrible person. And that stuff weighs down on you psychologically. And it's a subconscious tactic that is used by most governments to keep people impoverished. And it worked. It did a great job on me because it made me feel like I wasn't good enough growing up. And it actually made me feel that way up to, I'd say, about my mid 20s. I'm going to walk you through it. However, the last birthday that I remember as a child, I believe I was between 7 and 9 years old, I believe. And it was at Chuck E. Cheese. And it was fun. I remember Mr. Fuller, who used to work at the post office, he was a videographer. His son used to play for the San Francisco 49ers. He videotaped it for us. And it might even still be in VHS at my mom's house. Like, it's funny if it is. If so, I'll probably end up getting it moved over to a digital download or something. But like, that was the last time. But then after that, as I became older or I started going more through puberty, it started hitting me more like, yo, this dude ain't ever going to show up. And then anger started setting in. Like, it was always a anniversary of like, this dude just abandoned me. Like, how can you call yourself a man and you just abandoned me? Literally knowing that you have a black boy growing up in the southern part of the United States where there's going to come a time, and it's a very short time, where I'm no longer a boy anymore. They're going to look at me as a man, and now I'm going to start being targeted. And that created a lot of anger inside me. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there was a time where if whoever my biological father is, if he would have came to me, I probably would have killed him. And I'm not saying that as a joke or anything like that. That's how much anger I had inside of him. Like, I don't know if people here understand what it feels like as a child to be, a white woman clenching her purse like you're going to steal, people following you around the store because you're black, or you being called the N-word by people who are supposed to be adults. Like, that stuff, it hurts, man. Like, it hurts. Like, people like to joke about this stuff and make games about it, but that stuff hurts. It affects people. And as a young black child growing up, and I remember when this magical number hit, now they're treating me like a man, police looking at you different. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm just a child. Like, I didn't ask to be brought into this mess. And then when it goes into your early adulthood, in my early 20s and stuff, and then it's like, I'm going to war. Like, I never planned on going to war. Like, I didn't join the military because I was some patriot. Oh, hell, America. No, I joined the military because there was no other options, yo. Most of the people I knew went to jail. Most of the people that I knew even went to school with, like, some of them are not even alive. Like, some of them are deathly sick. People went to prison, right after high school. Like, it wasn't easy. And, sometimes people, even to this day, when people are like, oh, you lucky, like, you don't know what luck is, because it ain't what you think it is. Like, it was not easy. And I'm thankful for a lot of those street pharmaceutical salesmen, a lot of those people in my family that were using pharmaceuticals recklessly, because they saved me. And what I mean by they saved me, they showed me the example of what I didn't want to do. I saw fast money doesn't get you anywhere, but locked up behind bars or poor. I saw that there were just certain things as a black person I cannot do in this world. I don't get to have fun like other people. That's why even to this day, I live a very disciplined life when it comes to my actual social life. Like, I don't hang out with everybody. I don't spend my time with everybody because I was taught at a very young age, because of the color of my skin that I was born into, I don't get the privilege of having as much fun as other people. And I'm cool with that. Even to this day, I'm cool with it. So like the going out, getting drunk, you can't just do that in America, man. the going out, especially if you're hanging out with people of different ethnicities. Like I know personally at least 10 people who were falsely accused of doing things when alcohol was involved. That's not funny, man. It's not funny seeing people lose their life, lose their career. And so for me, I had a lot of anger inside because it was just like, I remember, I believe I was like 24, 25 maybe. It was after the war, after I was separating from the military. And someone would tell me, they wished me a happy birthday or something. And I was just like, what's so happy about it? Like, why should I be happy about this day? Like, nothing's gonna come from it from this point in life. And I'm like, this many years of it, it's like, it ain't that happy to me. Like, if this is what it's supposed to mean to be happy, like, I'm good. And it was funny because the person was like, man, you need to find something to be happy about. And I didn't understand it back then. Because it was like, it got to be something you can be happy about. And I'm like, no, it ain't nothing, dude. And so because of that, like, I had a lot of anger around the anniversaries of my birthday every year. And it was just living with me. It was just building up inside. It was just pressure. It was uncomfortable. It was scared. It was fear. I'll be honest with you. It was a lot of it just fear. It's like, what am I going to lose this year? Who's going to abandon me this year? Because I had abandonment issues from my father. Now I'm at a place like, if the dude reached out to me, I might talk to him. However, like, it wouldn't be one of those things where it's like, hey, you're my son. Hey, what's up, dad? Like, hey, what is your name, dude? Like, that's it. You can call me Jason. Don't call me son. Like, and I don't mean it to be rude. It's from a perspective of, you were not my father. You abandoned me. I don't allow people to disrespect me. And just because I may forgive someone doesn't mean I forget. And that's how I live my life now. I'll forgive anybody, but I will not forget. Because you have to prove that you're not that same individual anymore. And that's how I started going through my life. I had to start realizing I can't be the same individual that's angry about all of their birthdays. And so it was funny. I think it was, man, maybe 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Cece had took me to Amsterdam for my birthday. And we went because we scheduled it out to go see her sister afterwards because her sister was doing theater in London. And it was real cool because we love Broadways and musicals. I used to have season tickets to the musicals and the Broadways in Texas, actually. And so it was real cool. And it was a really fun birthday. However, I wish I could say after that, I had more fun memories, but we didn't. And then when the lockdown happened in 2020, and so like we really wasn't looking forward to our birthdays until last year when I was turning 40, because we had planned to do a big road trip. We was going to be in the United States traveling, and we were just going to do a big vegan food festival, just going to each state, driving around and figuring out what's the best vegan spots there. And so that was our plan. And then she passed away. She had passed away, man, and it was like a hit. It was like an anvil dropped on me, because then it was my first time in a long time I was excited. I had expectations for my birthday, and that it was crushing, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Last year, even though I was here in Joburg, I don't even think I left my flat that I was living in at the time, because it was hard, man. Like, it was, not hearing my brother calling me at midnight to wish me happy birthday, and then not having her singing happy birthday to me in the middle of the night, even if I'm asleep. It was hard, man. Like, it was really hard. And I knew I didn't want to keep taking that energy year after year. Like, it was too much. And that's why I'm doing this now. Like, I wanted to do something different around this time of my birthday. And it was funny. Last night, a buddy of mine here in the building, he invited me out to eat. Took me out to eat, man, for my birthday. We had a nice talk, just chatting it up. And it was just great, man. And he was like, man, I'm really sorry about it, bro. Like, and I told him, I was like, look, man, I'm gonna be real with you. Because yesterday in the morning, I was listening to Frank Ocean. Uh, Do you think about? I think is the name of the song, and it reminds me of Cece a lot because I had so many plans for like 300 years from now, the things that we were going to do, the countries we were going to live in, the wealth we was going to acquire, and it just felt like all of those dreams, all of those visions that I was building went to waste after she passed away. And I let myself just go through those emotions for like maybe 2 or 3 hours. I just listened to the songs over and over and over again. And then as the emotions, that grief started coming out, I had a happy memory of her, man. Like, and then I was just getting flooded in with all of these moments of happiness that we were having. And I became happy. Like I started smiling. I was having a good time, man. And then going out, having that, going out to that place. It was a really beautiful restaurant. It was just my amount of bougie. Like if you know my bougie, that was like perfect bougie for Jason. I even had a guy playing guitar. They had a baby grand piano in there. Just my level of bougie, man. And it was fun. And then I woke up today and I woke up happy. I woke up smiling. I woke up enthusiastic for life. And so I was like, man, you know what? I keep talking about I'm finna change my wardrobe. So I said, man, I'm finna just go to the store today, buy a couple of slacks, start getting some business casual attire, and I'm just gonna do it. And I feel great. Like, believe it or not, that little simple things, like, I feel great. I feel wonderful. I feel amazing. Um, Today I'm in Earth years, I will be 41. I think this will probably be the last birthday that I count. Just because I don't see a point anymore. I'm like, I just want to enjoy life. I want to live life to the fullest each and every day. And it was just funny, man. Like, I haven't done much except literally talk to you through YouTube or TikTok if you're watching there on some of the memories, some of the people that I care about and why I care about them. And it's helped me grow. It's helped me heal so much even more. And so, like, think about it. What are you holding on to that you're just not letting out? And you don't have to do like I do, talking on camera. Like, I'll be honest with you, like, this isn't comfortable. And I don't recommend this for everybody unless you're ready to do this. However, you can just journal it down in a journal and then just burn it up afterwards and let it go. And let that fire symbolize you just clearing that energy out of you, burning that all of that toxicity out of you, and just clearing it and making space for more healthy energy to lead you to where you want to be in life. And I feel like that's why I'm in such a better place today, because I've been doing this. And I want you to see also, like, I'm not special, man. I keep saying that, but oops, let me just hold it. I keep saying that, but I don't know if people really grasp it. I'm not special. I'm literally just taking the time to focus on my mental health. Mental health is so much more than psychotic, crazy. Mental health is everything, man. You can't have physical health without mental health. You can't have a abundant life without good, abundant mental health. You can't have a happy relationship without a happy mental health. Like, mental health is the thing that we need to focus on. And through mental health, it helps us regulate our emotions. It's emotional intelligence. That's what it is. And I'm not talking to you from a place of, oh, I'm great, I'm completely healed. I'm talking from a place I'm better. Being here today was way better than last year. Being here where I was last year was way better than 10 years ago. Better is going to always be the best thing for you. And so I just wanted to share that with you today. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. I think it's Saturday day. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. It's starting to warm up a little here in Joburg. But you know what, man? It is time for me to go. Like, I'm so sick of this winter. I am done. So I'm about to get up out of here, and I think I have about a week or 2 weeks left. 2 weeks tops. Then I'll be out of here and heading to Botswana. So my friends and family out there, I'll be seeing you soon. And if you haven't liked this video yet, make sure you like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. And so you can be notified every time I do videos like this. Hit that bell up top. And most importantly, just remember this: I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.